Okay, here we go, World of Tanks, and I am driving my IKV-103, that's a Swedish Tier 5 tank destroyer, and we are on Redshire in counter battle, and as you can see here, it's a 9.18 game, given that it is all Tier 5s here, which is excellent matchmaking for this particular tank. And I have to say, I do like the IKV-103, with one exception, and I'll get back to that. It's reasonably mobile. It's got excellent gun depression, reasonably good review range. The gun hits, well, pretty hard when it decides to hit. But the problem with the gun is that it's a howitzer and it's not particularly accurate. So I'm looking for shots here. I didn't really have a good snapshot available in that M4 earlier, but since he's going to poke the ridge... Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Well, anyway, the 103, in case you didn't know, it gets heat round as standard ammunition and slightly improved heat ammo as premium ammunition. And that can lead to some interesting problems, because occasionally you'll get a target that just has that's just sloped or angled, or it's got the spaced armor at just the right, just the right angle, and yeah, well, anyway. So it will tend to bounce when that happens. So anyway, the so far we're actually up. We're winning 6-2 at this point. But if you'll take a look at the mini map, of course, you'll notice our team has decided to go ahead and ignore the eastern side of the map. So with that in mind, I bounce a shot off the Matilda BP. And I'm looking for something else to shoot at, but I'm not getting it. I'm trying to help this KV-1 that was in front of me, but he's decided, you know what, he's going to go ahead and YOLO against a couple or more enemy tanks, and I'm just not going to get the opportunity to help him. Now, on the other hand, this OE Experimental is trying to make a run around the side. And, well, there you go. Now, this is something you just saw from the IKV. It's that, nope, no shot there. It's that it's very low profile, or not very, fairly low profile, but it also gets 12 degrees of gun depression, which means I can sit way, way, way back on a ridge, and once I get targets in my sight, I can do that. Now, granted, I should have pulled back a little further, and I do get lucky there because I bounce a shot from the T-14, who is making a very wise push. But I'm going to pull up here. There we go. Yep, and there's that Matilda, and I wonder if I can get a shot at him, or I'm thinking about getting a shot at him. Nope, no hit. So, we got two people in the cap circle. They're pushing. The enemy team, however, has brought the scores back. I got a T-14 pushing up on me, and there he is. And at this point, I'm just making a run for it. Which is another thing I like about this tank. It's got a reasonably good top speed. And I can run away. Especially when I'm dealing with something that I'm going to be kind of unreliable when it comes to penetrating with the heat ammunition, as in a T-14. So, pulled up, auto aim at the Panzer IV, and do not have a shot at him, so I'm looking for a shot at something else. Matilda's looking at me, but now the Panzer IV, for some silly reason, decides to back up. Don't know where I hit him, but that spaced armor did not do him any good. So, T-14's around the corner on me, and the Matilda Black Prince is pushing up. I make the decision to run the other way. I leave our own friendly T-14 on his own. He does kill the enemy T-14, but, question of whether or not that was the right thing to do. Oh, and, well, looky there. OE Experimental. Take a shot. Weird angle. It bounces. So, again, Only want to have one tank shooting at me at a time. But, you know what? If Matilda's not going to be shooting at me, I'll be more than happy to shoot at him. So, and here comes the OE Experimental. And I've got a shot at his turret. And now it's back down to 3-on-2. We got the KV-1S, and we got the enemy IKV 103 sitting out there somewhere, and here he comes. And I'm lucky he didn't shoot me in the ass while I was... Alrighty, there we go. Nice big hit on him, not spotted. Now it's just a question of, you know, running him down. And yeah, that one went wide. So let's just back up. We're both one-shots for each other with the amount of damage these guns can do. And I just need another second or two to get aimed. And there we go. Alright, KV-1S in the cap circle. And I am spotted, but there's a lot of time on the clock. So I'm going to do what I consider to be the smart thing to do. Take advantage of my tank strengths. In other words, let's open some distance between me and the cap circle, even though I do happen to get spotted as I'm making a break for it. And I don't know what gun the KV-1S has. He could one-shot me, but he is, well, he is more interested in the Sherman. And somewhat, and the Type T-34 in the chat is absolutely right. Rush him. But I'm opened up. I'm at a distance. I can get spots. There he is. GG. So here we go. We're post-game stats. Here we go. World of Tanks. Yeah, post-game stats here. And yeah, overall a pretty good match. Picked up the Top Gun, picked up the High Caliber, a Fire for Effect, obviously, a Bruiser, and an Ace Tanker badge, which surprised me, given that I only did just a hair over 1,000 XP, 1,025 to be accurate. Our Sherman picked up a fairly, well, a decent game, 1,000 damage, 750 experience. 3 kills for our T-34, good job on his part, and a couple of kills down there for our T-14, including that enemy T-14, which was pretty good. On the enemy side, well, the Panzer IV-H, unfortunately, he made the bad mistake of backing up in front of me, which could have worked out better for him, but it didn't. And then the enemy T-14, he actually again had a decent game as well for Tier 5. It's just he ran into a better T-14. And frankly, the T-14, given the type of armor, all the sloping that it has on the armor, actually makes it kind of tricky for the heat rounds, standard heat rounds, or the premium heat rounds on the IKV to get through it. But they had a lot of kills spread out among their teams, so everybody was contributing, and even the IKV, who didn't get any kills, had 3 good hits at least, maybe 4. Nope, 3 pinning hits. So anyway, going to the detailed report, shots fired 17, 14 of those hit, 9 of those penetrated, did 1,700 damage. About half of that from long range. 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 6 destroyed, although I did get some critical hits that didn't do anything. And yeah, I took a couple of hits in return, so not too bad. I picked up 33,000 credits, and after I paid for the ammunition, I made a profit of 28. Had a premium account from a World of Warships promotion, so yeah, you know what? No complaints there. Picked up 1,538 experience because of that, and with my multipliers and everything, took away over 4,600 experience in total. So the IKV-103, is it a good tank? I'd say yeah. Even with, even though that might be the power creep talking. Yeah, it is a good tank. It's quick. It's camoed. It's a good, well, even for a kind of a squishy tank destroyer, it's pretty good. It's not a T-67, but it is a good tank. The only downside I can really find to it is the fact that you're stuck using the heat ammunition. There's no real option to go to HE if you wanted to do that. So anyway, this was my last game in the IKB, and like I said, I guess it's a good way to end it. It sure made the Tier 5 grind, at least, not too bad, and I think it's on to, what is it, the IKB 63 now? Something like that? Yeah, so anyway, hopefully I have a good game from that one to show you here in not too long, so I will talk to you later. Bye.